You bet.
Let's bring in Republican representative from New York, Congressman Peter King. And here on set, former Democratic representative from California, now director, president, and CEO of the Woodrow Wilson International Center for Scholars, Jane Harman. Good to have you both on board to discuss this story.
Peter King, we have to start with you. You said some really ugly things about me when I was in Congress. You hurt me. You said I walked out of tent revivals in bare feet, and I was an idiot.
That was last year.
But you never, that was last year, actually. But you never once said that I didn't belong in Congress. You have said that of Rand Paul. You're deeply offended by his statements. Why?
I really am. You know, take the NSA. I strongly support what the NSA is doing. We can have honest differences about what their policies are, but Rand Paul is creating this hysteria. When Rand Paul is comparing General Clapper to Snowden, saying Clapper belongs in jail with Snowden, talking about how all phone calls are being listened to, trying to create this paranoia among Americans that the NSA is spying on everyone. The fact is, he has not been able to cite one abuse by the NSA. The President's Commission couldn't cite one abuse. The President said there have been no abuses, and he said the intelligence they gather is absolutely essential. Does Rand Paul ever said that the NSA is not listening to anyone's phone calls? He never says that. He creates this illusion that there's spying going on.
Why do you think, you believe he's misleading Americans? Why do you think he would do that?
It's the same reason he was saying he was worried about the CIA using drones to kill Americans in Starbucks. He's playing on some sort of
fear-mongering.
I don't know, libertarian, scaremongering, isolationism, and rather than using intelligent arguments, as people could well do, he's resorting to fear. He's appealing to the lowest common denominator. And I find that very offensive in a war. For instance, he talks about the NSA. He never talks about the fact that the NSA was essential in stopping the liquid bomb attack on the New York City subway system in 2009 that Zazi was going to be involved with. The fact is, there would have been hundreds, if not thousands, of New Yorkers killed. Rand Paul just ignores that. So I'm saying if we listen to him, we could an attack like Zazi's could have been successful. Hundreds, if not thousands, people would be dead. And what would Rand Paul say then?
Peter, let's follow up on Nicole's question. Nicole says the president's put a lot of the right policies in place, but he hasn't done a good enough job explaining to the American people. Do you agree?
Yeah, Joe, I do. For instance, on drones, on the NSA, the president basically is carrying out the right policies, but he sounds apologetic in defending them. For instance, he's talking about making reforms in the NSA, but doesn't say why. If the policies are working effectively, why should certain reforms be made? And so I think the president has to be more aggressive, because otherwise you have people like Rand Paul and both Democrats and Republicans who somehow demonize the NSA and others who are carrying out the war for us. And people forget 9/11. It's a long time ago, and they don't realize that in many ways Al-Qaeda and its affiliates are as dangerous, if not more so today, than they were on September 11, 2001.